couple years ago, I tried to book my first float experience online, and I couldn't do it. So I had just spent the whole weekend at a youth basketball tournament. I was sitting in the stands with my sister-in-law who lives in a different town, and she started telling me about this new thing she tried called floating or sensory deprivation. Now, let me tell you, sitting in the middle of a youth basketball tournament, spending an hour by myself in a quiet, dark room, floating in perfectly temperate water sounded like heaven. So I was all in. As soon as I got home that night, I Googled a float spa near me, found one, started browsing their website. All was good. I was excited. This website was pretty good. It gave me great information about what the session would be like. It gave me information about the benefits of floating, answered some questions I had, and it even promoted a 3-float intro special, which sounded great. It was a great price, and I was game to give it a try. That's when I hit the roadblock. So although I could book an appointment through the website, I didn't see anything in that booking process that mentioned that 3-float intro. And I didn't want to just book like a normal person. I was a new client. I wanted to make sure that I took advantage of that intro special. So I kind of stopped in my tracks right there. So all that to say, your website matters. How it looks, what it says, and most importantly, how it works really matters to your business. So with that in mind, here are some specific things that can help you convert casual browsers into clients. Number 1, make sure your website passes the blink test. So what is the blink test? The blink test comes from this idea that people don't spend a whole lot of time on your website before they make a decision on whether they're interested or not. In fact, this study found that users often leave web pages in 10 to 20 seconds, but pages with a clear value proposition can hold people's attention for much longer. So simply put, the blink test is your studio's value proposition communicated within a few seconds of landing on your website? As the website visitor, do I know I'm in the right place? Am I even interested at all? So without scrolling and within a few seconds, I should be able to know if I land on your website, who you are, what you offer, and where you're located at a bare minimum. So go look at your website really quick. Does your website pass the blink test? Number 2, make your intro offer obvious. So you will feel like you're completely repeating yourself, but new people need to never be more than 1 click away from finding your intro offer. It's like their home base, the thing they're contemplating as they browse and learn more about your business. So keep it front and center. Are you worried about your existing clients? They aren't the ones browsing your website anyway. Existing clients come into your site with a mission, to book or to buy, and they're going to hone in on those action links quickly to get the task done. So don't worry about your existing clients. Make sure new clients know exactly where they can start at any point in their browsing. Number 3, add logical calls to action on each page. So what's a call to action? It's a button or a link inviting your website guests to the next logical place they'd like to go. It's ensuring that your visitors don't get lost on your website, and it helps to keep them clicking forward in a way that helps them become clients. For example, if someone's read to the bottom of your classes page, a logical call to action would be to book a class. After reading your instructor bios, maybe you want to send them to learn more about your teacher training. Not sure what a page's call to action should be? Try that intro offer. That's always a safe bet. Number 4 is make sure your website is designed for mobile. So I'm sure you've heard this one before, but upwards of 60% of your website visitors are visiting your website on a mobile device. And mobile these days means endless variations of screen sizes between tablets and phones and big phones and small phones. This means your website should be responsive, meaning the content adjusts automatically for all screen sizes. In addition to your core website, you'll also want to avoid linking to checkout pages that aren't responsive, and check your pop-ups and other widgets from your scheduling software to make sure they don't run off the page or do anything else funky. Number 5, have a pricing page. So next to the home page and the schedule page, the pricing page is typically the most visited page on a studio website. Clear and transparent pricing is a key part of the purchasing decision for prospects, so why hide it? Now, this doesn't mean you have to list every last one of your available pricing options. Some things are just fine sold in person, but have your most popular packages and memberships clearly explained and available for purchase right on your website. And please, at an absolute minimum, give me a way to purchase your intro offer while I'm excited about it. Anytime you mention an offer, there should be a clickable option very close by where I can go to do the thing. Number 6, have an intro offer landing page. Landing pages on a website are simply focused pages with a single goal. Create one for your intro offer, including details on the offer, a buy button, frequently asked questions beginners have, testimonials, also from beginners if you've got them, and a little bit of sales copy to explain the benefits of that particular offer. This page will come in really handy with all those clear call to actions you're putting in place from above, and is also a great page to link to from your social media accounts, your emails, etc. Having a website page dedicated to your intro offer will make it easy for you to invite people to get started. And number 7, reduce the required checkout fields to an absolute minimum. So, do you really need my address and birth date for me to get started with an intro offer? Studies show that the more information you ask, for example, the longer the form is, the less likely someone is to complete it. It's just human nature. Maybe we get distracted, maybe we get uncomfortable putting so much personal information online, or maybe we're just feeling lazy that day. Either way, if I'm buying an intro package, you probably only need my name, email, and credit card information, right? So get all that other stuff in studio when I show up. Bonus, it'll give your desk staff an excuse to connect with me when I arrive, alleviating that awkward lobby newbie feeling. If your website does all those things well, you can avoid losing prospects that you've worked so hard to attract to your business. So for those of you worried about that poor local float spa of mine, don't worry. Whereas for a lot of people, that late night booking fiasco might have been the end of it. I really wanted to try the float, and I really feel for businesses like this. So I did call the next day, and they were able to book me in with that intro special over the phone. So to learn more about how that story ends, because there is more, join me in my next video where we're going to talk about the final stage of the customer journey, and that's retention.